Keep on fighting till your love comes around.
Before we get into the final race of the weekend, we're going to give you a sneak preview of an interview that can be found on all of the social media channels for Spanish F4, where our very own Alex Garcia had a sit-down chat with Sergio Perez's personal trainer, Xavi Martos.
Y hablando de pilotos, ¿no? Durante mucho tiempo, estamos hablando de hace muchas décadas, se tiraba de talento. Luego llegaron los que empezaban a trabajar tema físico. ¿Es el tema mental el siguiente gran salto, pues, en tema de motorsport? O incluso te diría de deporte, realmente, porque creo que lo estamos viendo en todos los deportes.
Mira, te voy a contestar con una frase que dice Joan, mi socio, Joan Solé, que es: el talento cuando se le dice cerca huele a sudor. De entrada hay que trabajarlo. Como dices tú, el paso, el cognitivo es el más importante. Nosotros nos hemos dado cuenta, tenemos un servicio que es en simulador, trabajo cognitivo, distinto del técnico que hacen con el ingeniero, y toda la gente que está trabajando con el tema de simulador, este entrenamiento cognitivo, nos hemos dado cuenta que mejora muchísimo. Todos mejoran, hay que trabajarlo. Nosotros hicimos la prueba aparte con Alex Palou, con Laura, que es nuestra directora, y le hizo unas sesiones para que lo probara, y él dijo: estoy a un nivel, pero veo que se puede subir más con estos entrenamientos. Estoy a un gran nivel y pienso que llego aquí, pero se puede rascar, ¿no?, de seguir entrenando. Pero tienen que entrenar, y tienen que entrenar lo que al principio no les gusta, pero porque no se ha hecho, y al final un piloto tiene que tener las horas de estudio que tenga por el tema de formación y educación, las horas que tiene que trabajar con nosotros como una academia y las horas que tiene que trabajar en el simulador y en la pista. Y hasta que no se entienda que hay mucho trabajo constante, y aparte lo que diferencia el alto rendimiento del deporte normal es la data. Nosotros sacamos número y data para comparar y gráficos. No puedes ir trabajando mirando para dónde va el aire, que es lo mucho que se hacía. Nosotros cada semana cambiamos en función de la telemetría que nos ha dado dónde hay debilidades del piloto. No sé si te he contestado.
Sí, correcto, totalmente. Yo venía pensando además, cuando veía, te escuchaba hablar de Alex Palou, pensaba, ¿no?, cuando hablabas de estos jóvenes pilotos, pensaba la diferencia entre un joven piloto que está empezando y un killer como puede ser Alex Palou. Quizás eso sirve también de inspiración para estos jóvenes pilotos, de decirles: mira, es que viene con nuestro programa este piloto que ahora ya es ganador de la Indy 500, que es varias veces campeón de la IndyCar, y sigue diciendo: oye, pues yo creo que se podría mejorar un poco, ¿no? Y que seguramente esa es la clave de llegar lo más arriba posible, no conformarse nunca, ni cuando las cosas van muy, muy bien.
Sí, no sé, bueno, Alex probó el programa, no es que lo haga y tal, lo probó porque queríamos mirar cosas y lo probó para ver. Me gustaba para ver un reto, ¿no?, un piloto y tal. Entonces, porque necesito voces autorizadas de pilotos top que lo prueben, ¿no? Y él fue una de las voces autorizadas. Entonces, sí que es motivación para los chicos, porque al final es gente que admira. Por ejemplo, Alex Palou es un tío muy inteligente, y hoy en día nosotros, los pilotos del futuro, son inteligentes y valientes. Entonces, y trabajadores, valiente, inteligente y trabajador. Y estos perfiles de pilotos pueden cambiar a los jóvenes pilotos. O sea, tú ves, por ejemplo, Max Verstappen es campeón del mundo. Tú no dirías que tiene un físico de Adonis. Tiene muchas horas en simulador. Muchas.
Pero tiene que seguir estando también en la forma que le exige el coche,
exacto, pero está trabajando ahí de una manera muy orgánica que ha hecho, pero está allá. Pero cada vez más tienes pilotos súper inteligentes que están llegando a todo, y tiene que ser el espejo de los nuevos pilotos, ¿no? El espejo del piloto que solo hacía Ironman tiene que acabar. Tienes que hacer tu parte de carrera y parte de carrera cognitiva, resistencia cognitiva, tienes que darlo, tienes que seguir investigando, y tienes que tener método y tienes que planificarlo todo, profesionalizarlo en pocas palabras. Si no lo haces así, pues no. Nosotros siempre decimos, a veces estamos en un deporte que si el piloto gana, lo que tú has hecho está bien, y si va mal parece que tu trabajo no sea, ¿no? Entonces siempre decimos que no, que nosotros intentamos mejorar el piloto, y a veces lo hemos hecho mucho mejor en todo. No ha ganado, pero él ha mejorado en mucho tema. Tenemos pilotos que ahora tienen algún problema, por lo que sea, por el coche, por ellos en algún tema, pero dice: o sea, Xavi, he mejorado muchísimo de cuando empecé, y nos alegra, y tenemos ganas de que al final ganen, porque ese trabajo se ve recompensado. Es como el fútbol: si la pelota entra, eres el dios, ¿no? Y queremos, ojalá, que estos pilotos les entre mucho la pelota, pero para
llegar ahí,
para llegar allá y decir: bueno, ahí estamos.
Y esto es un poco para los que nos están viendo que pueden estar pensando, esto tiene que ver con aquello, ¿no? Que a veces aparece Fernando Alonso terminando una carrera noveno y te sale en la rueda de prensa con una sonrisa de oreja a oreja y te dices que esta ha sido una de las mejores carreras que he hecho nunca. De esto va, ¿no? De que un piloto sepa identificar cuando se baja del coche y dice, es que lo he hecho genial, independientemente de que luego pues habrá habido un coche de seguridad o ha habido un incidente o el coche no ha funcionado o lo que sea, ¿no?
Welcome back for race 3 of the penultimate round of the Spanish F4 Championship here at Valencia. The question is, will anybody be able to dethrone our champion Thomas Strauven, who's taken home 2 wins already this weekend, or will it be Belgian supremacy through and through? We'll have to wait and see. There's been some close competitors, some close battles, and many more to come. With 30 minutes plus 1 lap of action, I'm Kai Bacchini, and I'm going to be taking you through the action of this final race of the weekend, and what a race it is set out to be. Strauven looked so dominant in race 1. Race 2, it looked a little bit more on the edge. René Lammers was there or thereabouts. Only 6/10 that separated them when they crossed the line. Can Lammers do one better? And can he bring home a race win at the end of this weekend? That is crucial for his championship belt. He's second in the championship right now, but he's got 2 very strong drivers that are breathing down his neck at every moment. He's got Ian Eichmans and what is Jan Pidiowski looking to take home that runners-up spot in the championship. As we've mentioned time and time again, our champion has already been crowned, but the other 2 spots for the top 3 in the championship are still very much up for grabs. Will it go the way of René Lammers, the veteran in second position right now, or will it be a Belgian 1-2 with the rookie of Ian Eichmans? Can he get runner-up? We'll have to wait and see. He's already got his maiden win in the championship. He's looking to make it 2, and it definitely can happen in this race. Race 3, front row of the grid, that's going to be taken by our championship leader of Thomas Strauven. Joining him alongside is René Lammers. So the 1-2 from last race is how we will line up from the front of the grid as well. Drivers have already had their formation lap now, so we're just waiting ready for these drivers to get going. As the green light will show on the gantry, it will be formation lap that will now commence for the drivers, and I'm sure we will very shortly catch up with our eyes and ears on the ground. Our correspondent down in the pit lane, Alex Garcia, is down there with the latest.
Hi Kai, we're ready for the 3rd race of the weekend, the 2001st race of the history of the Formula 1 Spanish Championship, Formula 4 Spanish Championship of course, and well, what can I say that we haven't said already this weekend? Thomas Strauven, again on pole position, again, big favorite for this race. He has been performing admirably as he has throughout this 2025 season, and honestly, I'm not sure I can imagine any other driver beating him today, especially on a track such as the Ricardo Tormo Circuito de Cheste here in Valencia, which is of course not perhaps the easiest track to overtake on. And I think if he has a good start, as he's had in the previous 2 races, he has everything in his hand to get that first win out of 3 that he needs to get that record away from Zoloff, who is, of course, the man who's won more races in a single season here in Formula 4 Spanish Championship. Let's keep an eye as well on Ian Aikmans, because he has the chance to become the rookie champion today, which would be, of course, a double success for Belgian motorsport after the title that Thomas Strauven took yesterday. And so, beyond that, also keeping an eye on the runner-up spot fight between Jan Priorsky, Ian Aikman himself, and René Lammers. So we have plenty of stories to keep an eye on. Some drivers that are perhaps not as used to being at the front. That Technicar machine in 6th place will surely have something to say today, especially considering that this is the home track for the team. So again, plenty of stories, plenty of excitement. So off to you, Kai. I think you have the perfect ingredients for a very, very nice repast now.
We definitely do. Alex, thank you very much for your time. I would personally be very impressed if we'd managed to fit 2001 races into the time that Spanish F4 has been running. But yeah, 201st race here for the Spanish F4 Championship. Alex, thank you very much for your time. And we're set up for a good race indeed. It's a historical weekend for Spanish F4 here. And the cars are now lining up on the grid, ready to take action, and that is your champion poised at the front of the grid once again. His 3rd pole position of the weekend, Thomas Strauven. What can he do from there? Will it be Belgian dominance? We'll have to wait and see. Around the final bend, the final couple of cars will now find themselves as we get ready for racing action. That's a very slow running Alfio Spina there. Alfio Spina in the previous race caught up in a collision with Nathan Ty, which took the 2 cars out on the first lap. But let's see if he's able to get to the back of the grid. It looks like he will just about edge his way around the final corner and into his grid position. Spectators out in force, ready for some more brilliant Spanish F4 action. And the drivers, I'm sure, will be ready themselves as they will sit anxiously on the grid, eyes on the light, ready for those red luminous lights to now take action. Green flag is flying at the back of the grid, and you know what that means. It's 5 lights on the gantry, and we're away and racing here in Valencia for the final time this weekend. Great launch there from Lammers. He'll challenge down towards turn 1, as Strauven's not going to have it so easy this time. He's going to have to squeeze to the inside. What can Lammers do? Can he get the lead? Yes, he can. For the first time this weekend, Strauven is knocked down from his top spot, as he will drop down into 2nd, as Lammers will take an early lead. Now, teammates will go toe-to-toe, as Jan Periowski is going to try and fight his way through. Can Periowski get up into 2nd? We'll have to wait and see. No, he isn't. Renault Franco is going to break the 2 Griffin Core drivers apart. We're seeing in the mid-pack, that's Nathan Ty making up a few spots. He's got a lot to do if he wants to recover from the race earlier on, where he went out on the first lap. But it all looks smooth sailing for the rest of the pack as we make our way through. It's René Lammers, the Dutchman, who hits the front from Thomas Strauven, Renault Franco, Jan Periowski, and Petrovic, which rounds out the top 5. The number 9 of René Lammers doing a great job. It looks like it's not going to be so easy there for Nicolas Schaufler in the background, as Hudson Schwartz is going to try on the inside. Hudson Schwartz had to make a brilliant recovery drive in the previous race. After having an incident on the first lap, he had to pull in for mechanical fixes. And then after the safety car restart, he had a lot of work to do in front of him. We're keeping an eye on this battle. That is going to be Ian Aikmans trying to fend off Hudson Schwartz and Nicolas Schaufler, as those 3 are going to go at it toe-to-toe. Glued to that inside line is the number 1 of Schaufler. Sorry, the number 1 of Schwartz is going to pin on the white line to try and defend from Schaufler. But in front, René Lammers currently striking gold, but how long is that going to be the case? In the background, a couple of drivers going 3 abreast down towards turn 1. But for the meantime, the battle has fizzled out there between the number 1 driver of Schwartz and Schaufler. So maybe thinking better of it and biding their time. There is still a long way to go in this race. Let's get a replay of the start. And just look at that brilliant launch there. It was the second phase that really pulled through there for René Lammers, and that allowed him to get that acceleration off the line and instantly get himself alongside our pole sitter of Thomas Strauven. Strauven, a passenger on that outside line as he was squeezed across there from Lammers. Great racecraft on display as he was able to knock down his opponent and get himself into an early race lead. In the mid-pack, that was a big lock-up there from what I could only expect to be the MP Motorsport car of Juan Cota. So Juan Cota hitting struggles early on, but one driver that is focusing on the circuit in front of them with no cars in sight. It's René Lammers. Thomas Strauven, I'm sure, will want to keep a hold of his clean sweep, but it's not looking to be too easy. He's had every pole position this weekend, every race win. It'll be a shame to see if it all fell apart in this final race. Other than that, the Belgian has been unstoppable. 26 minutes and 2 laps now completed as we across the timing line now. Fastest lap goes the way of Lammers. Lammers proving he has the pace. We've seen the number 9 of René Lammers just improving over the course of the weekend so far, as he's just been getting better and better. Mistake there from Franco. He finds himself adrift out of turn 1. Doesn't seem to have affected his pace too much, as he's not yet falling into the grasp of Jan Piriowski. But Piriowski, I'm sure, will be keeping an eye on that KCL MP Motorsport car in front of him, just waiting for more mistakes to unfold and waiting for an opportunity to pounce. One car, yellow flag out, and one car into the pit lane. Christian Alfagali, it was a retirement in the second race. He finds himself in the pit lane right now. And it also looks like Alex Jacobi is stranded off the exit of turn 2. So Alex Jacobi in the Monlau Motorsport machine is stopped in between turn 2 and turn 3. He's got going again now. So Alex Jacobi will find the throttle and he'll get going again. And it looks also like Christian Alfagali has made his way out of the pit lane, so it's not a retirement yet. Quite the opposite to the start of last race, where we saw 5 cars in quick succession find themselves on the DNF list. But this time, everyone making their way through the early stages unfazed. René Lammers out in front. This is so crucial for his championship fight. Obviously, his closest competitor in the championship is Ian Eichmans, but his closest competitor for that battle on actual circuit is going to be Jan Piriowski. As we're just watching go around. I do stand corrected, and I do apologise for a mistake in the name. It's Christopher Alfagali that has made his way out of the pit lane. We also have Higgins pulling into the pit. So Higgins pulls in. He comes into the pit lane in 33rd position. It looks like he may even drop below Alex Jacobi. But out in front it stays the same. René Lammers from Strauven, Franco, Piriowski, Petrovic, Eichmann, Schwartz, Schaufler, Montero, and Ty, which round out your top 10 right now. Ty in a crucial position where he wants to be picking up points. It was a non-scorer in race 2 after a collision on the first lap. 6th in the championship right now is Nathan Ty, but it is very close between him and Noah Montero. Montero only 13 points behind the Brit in 7th right now. Sorry, Franco has jumped up into 6th after what has been a barnstormer of a weekend for the Dutch. As out in front, still staying the same. There's a battle in behind, though, as Nathan Ty isn't looking to have it so easy. He's going to keep an eye on Noah Montero in front. This is the battle for the drivers that are 7th and 8th in the championship. So Montero and Ty, very close between the two of them, as I'm sure Ty will be looking to pick up a position where he can. Will it be down into turn 1? He's going to try it on the inside. And it's looking to be a pretty simple move here for the 46. Banging wheels, dust kicked up, but they're still side by side. Lock up in front from Schwartz. Down the inside, Ty gets it, and he secures the position. No problem there for Nathan Ty. Straight back on the attack, though. Montero's not going down that easily. He knows that this is a battle for championship points. For 9th position on track. You may be sat at home thinking it's only a difference between 2 and 1 points, but every point matters, especially in the dwindling ends of this season. Rene Lammers looking so comfortable out in front right now. This is the first time he's led the race this weekend. Lammers looking to pick up his 4th win of the season, his first win since we saw him last time out in Jerez. Down the inside, let's get a replay of that move. Noah Montero was not going to let that one go by any means necessary. Ty had to stick that one out, leave his competitor to hang out to dry. And nothing that Montero could have done there. Ty did a brilliant job at utilizing his racecraft and getting himself up into 9th position. Across the line we go, nearly 10 minutes completed in this race. And Straubing just not looking to have the pace that he's had this weekend. Finally looking like someone has been able to get on his level and maybe even surpass him. There's Renault Franco. He's managed to get himself up into 6th in the driver's standings right now. 100 points off the back of that last race. Now chasing a top 5 with Juan Cota in front of him. Juan Cota currently down in 11th in a 9-point scoring position. So this would be a great points gain. It will be 15 points gained for Renault Franco, closing down that gap for 5th in the championship down to 2 points. So Franco, some may say, in a crucial position if he's wanting to better up his championship bout. As these two drivers, they've been close all race so far. We saw them battling on earlier on between Schaeffler and Schwartz. Nothing has evolved from it just yet. Seems pretty tame between the number 1 and the number 10. But that battle is going on for 7th position. Eichmann's in front. Felt the need to defend early on between Schwartz and Schaeffler. But from there on, when that battle started to engage between the two of them, Eichmann was able to depart and get himself a nice bit of breathing room back to the number 1. Through our picture he goes. This is Ian Eichmann. He's trying to tackle that 2nd position in the championship, but the way that things stand, it's just going to be an extensive gap created by Rene Lammers. With 25 points looking to go his way. We see Christopher Fagali pick up the fastest lap of the race this time round. So no more 2 extra points, going the way of Lammers. It could have been 27, but it's only looking to be 25 right now. There is the number 9 in the MP Motorsport machinery. Obviously, MP Motorsport notably dominant in the Spanish F4 Championship, but this season have fallen victim to what has been the Griffin Corby Campos machinery. MP Motorsport have won 6 seasons so far in the Spanish F4 series in terms of the team's championship. It's actually 7 if you count the sister team of KCL by MP Motorsport. Campos Racing have won it once back in 2022, but Griffin Corby Campos have never found themselves in that golden circle. But this could be the season that they do. Seemed to be going a little bit slow there, did Ian Eichmann, if you caught it out the corner of your eye there. As it looks like Hudson Schwartz is just getting a little bit closer. Lap by lap. We'll have to keep an eye on that one and if anything develops from it. But he has to be careful, does Ian Eichmann. He can't get complacent. He finds himself in a good position, but it's definitely not one to be comfortable in just yet. Eichmann's with 1 win and 9 podiums so far this season. That 1 win coming last time round in the first race. That win obviously being in Jerez, the same circuit that he managed to win the Richard Mille Young Talent Academy around. We'll get ourselves prepared for a bit of a replay here. This was a battle a little bit further down the field. Let's see who was getting involved. That's a beautiful switch back there, as losing out on a position is going to be Bogdanovic, as he was squeezed out to dry as Panetta drew himself alongside. So Panetta will pick up the position in the end in the TC Racing colours. But Bogdanovic, nothing he really could have done there to defend that one, as he just found himself in the dirty part of the circuit, hung out on the rumble strip, and not the best traction to be putting your foot down there. Renault Franco may be finding himself in a bit of trouble soon, as Jan Peryovsky is all over the back of that KCL MP Motorsport machine now. The question is for the remainder of the season, and this is one that could play on the mind of the drivers and also the teams and viewers at home. Will Thomas Straubing be on a mission to help out his teammate to get second in the championship? As we know, Jan Peryovsky, he is in a position to get second in the championship. So be it. He is 19 points behind René Lammers right now, and the way that things stand, that's just going to extend with Lammers picking up this race victory. But there is still the possibility with 3 more races to go after this one. So will Thomas Straubing put his races on the line to try and help his teammate and get Jan Peryovsky into that second place slot in the championship, potentially getting a Griffin Core 1-2, or is Straubing so set on getting this race victory title? Can he break the record for number of race wins in a season? He's currently on 9, but at this moment in time, it's not looking to make it 10 before he heads over to Barcelona. Still the potential to take home 13 if he gets a clean sweep over in Barcelona at the final round. But with such a competitive field and drivers evolving race on race, it's going to be a tall order, and it's going to be a difficult ask for the Belgian. We're keeping an eye on Renault Franco here. He's had a great weekend. He's been right in his element as Renault Franco. Franco, he's had a bit of a difficult season, I think it's fair to say. He's had some ups and downs. No race wins to his name, but he has had a couple of podiums. But his best race finish still being P3. It's going to be difficult to better that. I don't think he's going to catch on to the back of Straubing in this one. But with his best race finish being P3, he's going to add another one to the tally unless Jan Peryovsky has anything to say about it. But he's had plenty of point scoring positions. 1 DNF was a big blow to his championship fight, but he's recovered ever since. He's had a good haul of 10 top 10 finishes out of the 16 races we've had. So picking up points in the majority of the entries he found himself on the grid. But maybe just not enough to find himself in the top 5 right now. That was a small lock up there from Petrovic, as we saw him lock the front left going into turn 2. This was a battle going on down the back end of the circuit. Can we figure out who that was from the numbers? That looks like that could have been Pinera and Spina going at it. That looks like it could possibly have been the number 6 and 78. As we see further down the order, Panetta make their way past Suslov. So Panetta passes Suslov for 27th position. The TC Racing team gaining up a place in that one. As we mark our way just past the halfway stage in this race. Down the back straight towards the final couple of corners. Through 13 we go. A very fast and sweeping circuit. Drivers will be trying to keep their foot planted as much as possible through turn 13, losing minimal rolling speed through the corner, then a heavy braking zone down into turn 14. Drivers utilizing the track on entry, going as wide as possible, trying to open up a swinging corner that leads you on to nearly a kilometer long straight. It's 876 meters down towards turn 1, which is a very long run and beautiful if you have slipstream heading down into turn 1 of Aspar. Eichmann's heads throughs now. We'll see if we can keep up with him for a lap here. This is turn 2 of Dewitt. Probably one of the sharpest braking zones on the circuit, as you find yourself heading up 25 meters of elevation into a hairpin, and then you're straight back down through the S's section of 3 and 4 into Nico Tirol. We're keeping an eye on Nicolas Schaufler, as Schaufler is negotiating his way around the circuit right now. Back to Eichmann's we go. He's now just heading through 6 onto the back straight. There's our top 4. Jan Peryovsky in behind, and that's Petrovic. Petrovic, Eichmann's not far in behind the number 77 of the T-Code by Amtog machine. It's not been many times that we've seen the T-Code car up at the front end of the grid, but it is very pleasant when we do see so. And Petrovic doing a brilliant job at putting that car on display and finding himself in a top 5 position. Eichmann's, I'm sure, will be hunting down that place with every bit of venom within him. Hudson Schwartz ready to pick up the scraps from any battle that unfolds in front. Down the home straight we go once again. 12 laps now completed. And fastest lap still being held by Christian Figali. Through Aspar, we're still looking at Renault Franco, who's trying to keep Jan Peryovsky at bay. The 2 Griffin Core teammates in P2 and P4 right now. A couple times so far this weekend, we've seen both of them starting from the front row of the grid. The one time we don't see a Griffin Core lockout, that's when Lammers is able to take advantage and jump himself onto the inside line, diving down towards turn 1. It does make you question, if Straubing got a little bit of a better launch and a better second phase down towards turn 1, would the roles be reversed? Would Straubing be the one breaking away, or would Lammers purely just have the pace to overturn the Belgian? Either way, there's no point talking about theoretical situations, as this is the situation that we have at hand right now. Clock just ticking down towards the 10-minute mark, as we have a replay here heading down into turn 1. 2 cars side by side. This is a little bit further down the order. Beganovic once again getting himself involved in some action as he tried to make his way past Suslov. And it seemed a pretty sealed deal after the apex of turn 1, as he was just able to slip that car in front. And from there on, there is absolutely nothing that Suslov could have done in his DXR machinery. Towards turn 1 we dive once again. This is the closest has been. Jan Peryovsky, you've got to be patient. You've got to pick your chances right. There's no point going in for a rash decision. No need to go for a harsh move. And Renault Franco is one that's known for his very harsh defense, his vicious maneuvers throughout his karting career. His racecraft is second to none. So if Jan Peryovsky wants to get himself into that 3rd position, he's definitely going to have to work for it. And it's going to be hard work indeed. Through the back end, the tail end of the track, we find ourselves now diving down towards 7 and 8. Through 7 we go. Now down into Bernard Martinez. Renault Franco just dealing with the pressure. And that's all he can do. He just has to try and ignore the car in behind. Focus on the track in front. And focus on putting in some quality lap times. There is no point in driving in your mirrors in the position of Renault Franco. We saw him make that mistake in Jerez, where he found himself in a podium position in race 2, made a mistake on the final couple of corners and spun out. Purely just focusing on the cars behind too much. And one error is enough to throw your race away. So Franco, I'm sure, has learnt from his errors, learnt from his mistakes, and will put that into practice now. Jan Peryovsky once again making himself known in the mirrors of Renault Franco. He darts left, he darts right. He's filling up the mirrors of Renault Franco. He's playing mind games with the Dutchman in front. He's making Franco think that that Griffin Core machine car is closer than it actually is by filling up the mirrors and making him feel that Peryovsky is in an attacking opportunity when in reality he's way too far back to even think about an overtake. There's a lot more that goes into these races than you think from a driver's perspective. It is a mental and physical war out there on the circuit. And one driver that's pretty much mastered it all season is that man right there, Thomas Straubing. Wrapped up the championship in race 1 this weekend, which meant with 5 races to go, he didn't have to worry about a thing. It'll be an anvil that has been lifted off his shoulders, and a world of relief that he can now sigh. Through 12 we go. Now towards the final couple of corners once again. 8 minutes on the clock, not long left if Peryovsky wants to make his way past Franco. When you compare the two drivers, you can't not say that Peryovsky is the stronger of the two, as he very much is. The stats don't lie. Peryovsky, 3 wins to Franco's none. 8 podiums go in the way of Peryovsky, 2 go in the way of Franco. But 3 DNFs really is the thing that's hindered Peryovsky's championship hopes so much. Those 3 non-point scoring finishes are races where he could have been hauling in points to try and extend that position in second. And even a race that he could have found himself maybe even secure in a championship position with a couple of races to go. But the situation that he finds himself in right now is a difficult one indeed. He's 4th in the championship right now, fighting for 3rd and 2nd. But every point counts at this point in the race. All he has to do, find his way past Franco, as that will be an extra 3 points to add to his tally. Out in front, smooth sailing still for Lammers, but there is still action going on in the background. As down the inside, we saw a lock-up, but a pretty secure overtake there from the number 37 of Fiorentino. No problems as he made his way past Suslov. It's unfortunate to see, but Suslov just falling down further and further in the order. It wasn't long ago that we saw Bogdanovic and Dobrzansky make their way past Suslov. But Suslov just seemingly struggling around this circuit. Could it be the heat? Could it be the tyres? Could it be the car? We'll never know. But down the home straight, brilliant camera there. Really shows you how close Peryovsky and Franco are now. Once again, dive out under braking just before the braking zone. Peryovsky lets himself known, hoping to psych out Franco into an error under braking, as that is the most crucial point. If Franco just has one lockup, one mistake, one moment under braking, that instantly ropes in Peryovsky for this battle for the final step on the podium. And I'm sure that will be where he'll be wanting to find himself standing by the end of this race. He still has 5 minutes to do so plenty of time. Because if we look at the performance over the course of this weekend, Peryovsky, he's already had 2 podiums. He had a 2nd in the first race and a 3rd in the second. I'm sure he would be hoping for a podium in every single race. Renault Franco looking to stop him from doing so. Franco hasn't found himself on the podium just yet. In race 1 and race 2, Franco found himself finishing in 5th. So it'll be a nice jump to find himself on the podium. One driver pulling into the pit lane. Who was that that came in? That looks like that's going to be Higgins. So Higgins in the DXR machine pulls into the pit lane. And that's such a shame for Caden Higgins. Unfortunately, wasn't in a point scoring position by the time he pulled in, but even so, as a racing driver, you always want to finish your race by seeing that checkered flag. Especially after such an enduring battle. He only made it 25 minutes in the race with just 5 minutes remaining. It really is unfortunate to see him go so early. Lock up there from Petrovic. A couple more of those and he's going to be raking in Ian Eichmans. Eichmans will be sat in behind, licking his lips, seeing these mistakes unfold in front of him. And I'm sure he'll be giving his all. He'll be throwing the kitchen sink at it as he's trying to find himself gaining up the order, as this is all for championship points at the end of the day. But out in front, René Lammers with the biggest deficit we've seen of the weekend. Lammers just seems to have synced up this circuit perfectly. Almost in a flow state is the number 9 in front, as Lammers just not able to be caught by anyone. Let's see some more racing action that was going on a little bit further down the pack. As once again, the number 37 of Fiorentino hanging it around the outside. You don't see that very often, as he made his way past Victor Dobrzansky. So Dobrzansky, nothing he could have done there, as Fiorentino positioned himself on the outside line, found the grip, found the accelerator, and just powered his way around So the number 37 finds himself up one place, recovering a position that he lost earlier on. Mickey Blaskos seems to have just gained a position there. So Blaskos finds himself up into 22nd. As the field now piles through, Emma Felbermeyer, a scary incident and a retirement in the last race. She found herself on top of another car. But now in 20th position, she powers on through. Yanni Stevenhagen's just in front of her. About 2 seconds, that's separating the two of them. Suslov is the next driver to pull into the pit lane. So we have Caden Higgins and Suslov as well. So the two DXR machines have both pulled into the pit lane. Now, is this a mechanical issue that the team is having with the car? Or is it just very bad chance that both of the DXR machines have pulled into the pit lane? In terms of the team standings, DXR have only gotten 2 points so far this season. That is being Caden Higgins scoring both of them. So unfortunately, DXR by DriveX find themselves down in 10th in the constructors standings. But Griffin Core still out strong in front. MP Motorsport maybe going to clinch back a few points, but the deficit is quite large between the Dutch and the Spanish team. 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining on the clock, which means that we have just 2 more laps of racing action now. And René Lammers will be on his parade laps now. I'm sure reality will start to sink in and he can realize that this is a job well done. In the background, once again, some more racing going on. Is that Dobrzansky getting involved in more battles? Yes, it was, as Karas seemed to have found his way through now. So Dobrzansky losing 2 positions in the last 2 laps. So Fiorentina and Karas managed to make their way through. Dobrzansky is down into 30th now. But out in front, the Dutch driver for a Spanish team is looking to pick up a 4th win and a 9th podium. He has definitely been one of the best drivers of the season, and he shows that by being top 5 in the championship, posing his fight for second, and he is second right now, extending that gap back to Ian Eichmans. As Piriovsky, unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to get the jump just yet. It will be 7 points that Piriovsky is going to gain over Ian Eichmans. So as he gains 7 points, he'll find himself 4 points adrift of Ian Eichmans heading into Barcelona. So it's going to be close if things stay the way that they are. Lammers picking up 25 points will majorly extend out his lead, with Ian Eichmans only picking up 8 points in this race. It'll be a 17-point gap that will be extended on top of the original 8, so it will be 25 points that separates René Lammers and Ian Eichmans. And Eichmans has to be careful in Barcelona, as 4 points behind him is the rough and ready Jan Piriovsky in the Griffin Core machine. So nothing changes in the championship just yet, but all hope lies on the ride over to Barcelona at the final race. It will be rounded out at what has been a notorious circuit in the Spanish F4 calendar, a notorious circuit in the world of motorsport. But before that, at the Circuit de Ricardo Tormo, named after the 2-time MotoGP champion, the late and great that unfortunately passed away in 1998. When the track in Valencia opened in 1999, it was only right to name the circuit after a very notorious local. At the Circuit de Ricardo Tormo, it's not dominance for Straubing, as Lammers is going to be the only other driver to find gold here this weekend. Straubing still comes home in second, but he would have been hoping for a clean sweep. Jan Piriovsky, he was closer than ever, but not able to get the jump on Franco for P3. So our podium is as is. René Lammers takes home the victory for race 3 here to unsettle the Belgian. with Thomas Straubing in second and Renault Franco bringing it home in third. Brilliant job there out in front. As René Lammers, he started second, and it wasn't an easy run down to turn one, as he had to fend off the champion. So René Lammers, a gold-blooded killer in this one, as he strikes down the driver which has been sat on a pedestal all weekend. And Lammers finds himself in the throne, heading to Barcelona. Off the back of a high, what will he be able to do? Will he be able to hold on to second in the championship? That's a question that can only be answered in the final weekend. But it's a question that will be playing in the back of his mind all the way up until the checkered flag on that final race at Barcelona. As he has that man right there, Ian Eichmans, looking for that second place, that runner-up place in the championship. Eichmans will be desperate to pull through on it. And Jan Piriovsky, let's not forget about the man in the Griffin Core machine. Around the final couple of bends we go, and towards the final corner, the gaggle of cars will finally head in suit into the pit lane after 30 minutes plus one lap of racing action. That will conclude racing order here for the final race of the penultimate round, of the Spanish F4 Championship. And as they head into the pit lane, it looks like the cars are still racing. I can assure you that they're not. But they will pull in now. And down to Champions Lane pulls in René Lammers, Thomas Straubing, and Renault Franco. Franco, a great moment for him, as he'll pick up 15 points, putting himself on a total of 115 now, chasing down the back of Juan Cota. Juan Cota, in the end, not picking up any points there in the number 22 that has just passed your picture. He finished in 11th position. So that brings the top 5 down to a stalemate, as Franco is within touching distance of P5 in the championship. Only 2 points that will now separate him and Cota. But our race winner, our only other race winner for the weekend, René Lammers, pulls into his rightful place with not even a 3.6, a 4.2 second gap back to Thomas Straubing. René Lammers, it's a shame he couldn't find the pace earlier on, but he's done it when it counted, and he's picked up a race victory nonetheless in a league of his own in the third race. It's great to see a fresh face on the top step of the podium for this weekend, and a deserved drive from René Lammers, as there will be 2 Dutch drivers that will find themselves on the podium now, with René Lammers and Renault Franco being on the first and third step. The MP Motorsport representative will make their way up to the podium for the first time this weekend with René Lammers. Griffin Court will have to settle for second in the likes of Thomas Straubing. A huge congratulations from the team and high fives all around. Thomas Straubing goes over to congratulate his competitors, but for René Lammers, it will be a photo that he would have been looking forward to this weekend. One finger to the sky and one position that he deserves, and that is going to be P1. We also have confirmation he's chasing second in the championship, but there is also glory for Ian Eichmans. It's 2 Belgians that have wrapped up a championship this weekend. Thomas Straubing wraps up the Drivers' Championship, and Ian Eichmans has sealed the deal for the Rookie Championship. He's third overall right now, chasing down the doors of second. But even still, it will be long celebrations into the night for 2 Belgians of Thomas Straubing and Ian Eichmans. A huge congratulations to both. And I'm sure the Eichmans family will be very, very happy indeed, as Alex Garcia will be down in Parc Ferme, ready for a chat with our race winner whenever he gets a chance, as René Lammers will just be down there waiting. In the meantime, we have some replays going on from our last race. Some great racing action throughout, not just from the front, but also down to the back end of the field. He tried to get away easy, did René Lammers. He tried to run away to the podium. But Alex Garcia will now be down in Parc Ferme for a quick chat with our new race winner.
Exactly, race 201 of the Formula 4 Spanish Championship in our long 10-season history. And you've been chasing it for the whole weekend, René. And finally, third race towards the charm. Talk us through it. The start was really the key.
Yeah, I mean, the start really the key around this track. It's really difficult to overtake around here. So getting a good start was really essential for me. But luckily I managed to pull it off and get in the lead from the first corner onwards and then pull a gap.
I know that, of course, you drivers don't like to lose at anything, and the goal was the championship, we know that. But considering that we have still three races left, 3 opportunities to keep winning, and that fight for the runner-up spot, is that really a mission that you feel confident on succeeding at?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the goal for the rest of the championship is definitely to get as many points as possible, and hopefully I can hold off the other guys behind me for P2 in the championship as well.
And are you thinking that maybe next year you get to fight some of these guys again in your next trips?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard some stories that a lot of them are probably also going to Euro Cup, which is looking like it's going to be for me as well. So that's, we'll probably be racing against each other next year as well.
Fun times next year then. Time to celebrate. Congratulations, René, and enjoy the win.
Thank you very much.
So here we have it. We have some light confirmation, some soft confirmation that quite a few of these drivers are going to be meeting again next year in Euro Cup 3, and that's what we like to see. We like to see these top guys here that have been entertaining us throughout the whole season and continuing that climb towards the elite of motorsport. For now, we still have 3 more races, 3 more chances for us to enjoy them in Formula 4, and next we'll see what the future brings, which teams they host them next year, although I guess most of them will be staying in the same squads as last year, or this year rather. And honestly, Kai, I'm quite impressed with the drivers that have been at the top this year in Formula 4. We've seen a lot of talent, some of the sophomores, some of the second-year drivers in Formula 4 Spanish Championship, but also some of the rookies. Ian Eckmans, of course, having achieved his rookie title here in Valencia, but he has been one of the stars of the show in 2025, and he is still one of the candidates for that runner-up spot. So definitely we have a lot of talent to follow. And here's my bet. I think Ian Eckmans is going to continue climbing rather than staying a second year in Formula 4. I don't know what you think, Kai.
No, I have to agree with you on that one, and you took the words out of my mouth. One driver that has really impressed me this season has been Ian Eckmans, a driver that I've known and raced against myself since his karting days. He's always been such a special talent in every form of motorsport that he's laid his hands on, and in Spanish Formula 4 already has his touch in wrapping up the rookie championship, as you said, Alex. But second in the championship, it's not done yet. Eckmans, the job's not done yet. We saw him on the rookie podium earlier on, but I'm sure he'll be looking for that main goal of second in the championship, won't he, Alex? Because as a racing driver, you want to win everything.
Absolutely, that's the ultimate goal. And I think René Lammers has summarized it as best as anyone could. In a sense, in a way, it doesn't matter if the championship's over. There are 3 more races to run, and even if you had nothing to fight for, races are meant to be won, aren't they? So, of course, as a racing driver, what you're going to do, just go out and try to win. If you're leading the championship or if you already won it, you're going to do that. If you're going to fight for that runner-up spot, you're going to do that as well. If you're the best rookie of the season, well, you want to show people once again that you are the best rookie. So there's no shortage of reasons to just go out and want to win it. So that's why I always say, even when championships are decided, I always tell people, don't worry about it, because we will still see fun races, good action, and definitely plenty of risky moves. On a track, let's also be honest, that will be perhaps a little bit more conducive to some racing action as opposed to Valencia, which, as you very well told, Kai, it is perhaps a bit more suited to motorcycle racing.
Of course it is. We get ready for the podium, but I want to get some final thoughts from you, Alex. I mentioned it briefly in the last race. Do you think we will see team games played between Thomas Straubing trying to help out his teammate of Jan Piriowski in this runner-up battle?
I think if there's wins involved, I wouldn't think so, because again, drivers want to win, and we know that Thomas Straubing wants that record, so he needs to win those 3 races. But if there's a difference just between a second and a third place, why not? You know, it could be a case where, as a team, you just want to do that teamwork, and as a driver, you know, finishing second or third, it doesn't make that big of a difference. If you're missing out on a podium or you're missing out on a win, that's a different story. But missing out on, you know, just some points, if the championship's already won, it could happen. Although I have to say, I have to remind everyone that this is not the usual racing in high classes, so drivers will want to work for themselves.
El señor Tommaso Tugnoli de la
Thank
empresa
you very much
autotécnica
for your insights,
para entrega
Alex.
del
And that
trofeo
was the Dutch national anthem there for our winner of René Lammers. First off, we will get the team trophy handed out as the representative from MP Motorsport seems very, very elated in receiving. So, hand on the heart, hand on the logo as well. As MP Motorsport, there is a lot to cheer about in this race as they were to knock down the dragon of Griffin Core Racing by Campos. But Thomas Straubing, once again, he was hoping for a win to make that win record a little bit easier heading into Barcelona, but wasn't able to do it this time round as René Lammers, our victor, was dominant in this race from first corner all the way until the checkered flag was out. It seemed to be only one man's race, and that was the Flying Dutchman out in front. On the top step, we find all of our drivers and team representatives now, as the photos will briefly be taken before the celebrations can commence, and they will commence throughout the night, especially for the Griffin Core team and the camp of Thomas Straubing, as well as the other Belgian of Ian Eichmans, who wrapped up the rookie championship. But the champagne will fly and emotions will spray as we now celebrate what was a brilliant weekend out in Valencia at the Circuit de Ricardo Tormo. A great way to kick off the penultimate round of the Spanish F4 Championship. And with only one more round to go, there is still plenty more to be seen. The drivers run off into their little briefing area, and the podium will be set up once again for the rookie podium from that last race. That last race obviously being a very difficult one indeed. We'll have a look at the provisional classifications in terms of the rookie podium. It looks like third on the rookie podium, Noah Montero will make his way over to the step. So Noah Montero jumps onto the third step. Second was Nicholas Schaufer. And once again, you've heard his name time and time again. It's another Belgian, which will find themselves on the top step for this weekend. It's Ian Eichmans. So Ian Eichmans heads onto the top step there, and we'll get ready for the celebrations to start. The trophies will be handed out first to our driver, third on the rookie podium. That was Noah Montero. He finished 10th overall. And second on the rookie podium, that goes the way of the Red Bull Junior driver of Nicholas Schaufler. 8th on track, second in the rookie podium. And finally, to your rookie winner and rookie champion, it's Ian Eichmans. So Eichmans picks up his #1 trophy and also his #1 spot in the rookie championship. A weekend to be proud of indeed.
Sí, prácticamente
Photos will be taken and we get ready for this celebrations, as Alex also seems very excited about this rookie podium as well as Ian Eichmans and these drivers. Noah Montero getting involved with a Lando Norris-esque celebration. But the champagne flies and is poured all over the drivers. No need to worry about the suits getting sticky, as there is no more races to go on this weekend, as all eyes are set onto the final race of the campaign. Barcelona is next. One of the most notorious circuits on the calendar. It's crowned many and many a champions. It won't crown a champion this time round, as that was set down to the Circuit de Ricardo Tormo here in Valencia. But Barcelona will round out what has been a magnificent season in the Spanish F4 campaign, and we will very much look forward to the action that will unfold there. Still 3 races to go, and a potential of a record-breaking victories from Thomas Straubing. If he's able to win all 3 races out in Barcelona, he will be awarded the title of most wins in one season. On your screen is just a few replays from throughout that race. You just saw Nathan Ty make a very brave dive down the inside. And it looks like Bogdanovic, star of the show once again. We always see the number 70 getting involved in some racing action as he was sliding and slotting his way through the field. So great to see Bogdanovic getting stuck in, maybe a little bit further down the field than he would have been hoping for, outside of a point scoring position down in 28th, but still gaining some great positions. It'll be a P1 for René Lammers there, and that is going to conclude some great racing action for the penultimate round here of Spanish F4. Make sure you tune in for the final round over in Barcelona, where the seats will be set and we will find out who finishes where in the championship order. Will it be René Lammers in second? Will it be our rookie champion of Ian Eichmans? Or will it be Jan Piriowski? The runner-up is still to be decided, but that's going to be decided next time over in Barcelona.